Welcome to LifeBites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. As we get into our grounding today, let's get comfortable. Either sitting up with your feet planted on the ground, or if you want to lay down and just close your eyes, you can do that as well. As we move into a sacred space, take a deep breath. And let us begin. From the base of your spine down to the center of the earth, let's create a grounding cord in the form of a tree trunk. You can use whatever tree trunk you'd like, a maple, an oak, a palm tree. Whatever feels good to you. And now let's take the roots of that grounding cord and really anchor yourself to Mother Earth, to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And let's start to release everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of the past. Take a nice big deep breath. Letting go of the future. Take a nice, big, deep breath. And let's say hello to the here and now. Come into present time. And now about 2 feet out, you're going to create a circle of light. And in that circle of light is a circle of yellow roses. And those yellow roses represent your true sunshine spirit, where your personality and your higher self are working hand in hand. Let's create a circle of pink roses around you that represent love and compassion for yourself as well as the outside world. And now let's create a circle of red divine roses all around you. These red roses are protecting you from anything that is not of your own energy and your own light. Everything goes on the outside of your space. Your loved ones, your furry animals, the experiences over the last week. Everything goes on the outside of your space. This is your time to claim you, your energy. Say to yourself, I claim me. And even say this with your name. Say it out loud if you need to. I claim. And now let's take a nice big deep breath. Come up to your 6th chakra, right between the brow. And about 2 feet out, you're going to create a movie screen. And let's put your life today on that movie screen. Say hello to your life. Say hello to space in your life. Say hello to the sacred in your life. And now let's say hello to the sacred space inside and on the outside and all around you in your life. Say hello to your opportunities this week as you start to create your experiences. How do you want to show up? How are you co-creating with those experiences? Are you holding sacred the experiences you want to create? Now let's say hello to your challenges. What challenges do you have? And can there be a sacredness in those challenges? Do you have enough space to help you solve these challenges? Now let's say hello to your blessings. All the blessings you have in your life. Allow those blessings to be part of your own sacredness that you cherish and hold close to your heart. Now let us check in. I'd like you to ask yourself, as you scan your body, how do I feel physically? Don't try to change anything. Just see what lights up. Bring some green light for any healing, pink light for love, as you create a golden light energy in those colors, nourishing your body. And say to yourself, my body is my sacred temple. I nourish it. I feed it. I love it. My body is sacred. Take a nice big deep breath. And now let's come up to the center of your head. And in the center of your head, say hello to your mental energies. And envision a golden light that's getting bigger and brighter, flushing out any frenetic energy, any fogginess, any incoherence. You're clearing the slate of your mind. And as you envision this golden light, say to yourself, I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. One more time. I am alert, receptive, productive, and present. I am holding my mental energies with a sacredness I am allowing my mental energies to rest when needed and to be alert, receptive, productive, and present when need be. Take a deep breath and let's come up to your seventh chakra, all the way up, and then all the way back down to the bottom of your belly, into your heart space. Let's do this one more time as we start to open up your chakras all the way up to your seventh chakra, and all the way back down to the bottom of your belly and back into your heart space. Say hello to your heart. Say hello to the sacredness in your heart. Say hello to your feelings. And whatever you are feeling right now, allow it to be. Allow your energy to just be. And ask yourself, without trying to change it, how do I feel emotionally? How do I feel in this moment? Keep it simple, happy, sad, excited. You might feel several things. I feel. And as you become more aware of this feeling, can you give your feelings a space to breathe? Holding space for your feelings. And now let's create our energetic intentions for the week. You can do this with a word or a mantra, several words, whatever comes to your mind. As we hold this sacred space for our energetic intentions. And now I'm going to give you 3 intentions, and I'd like you to add on what you would like to feel as we are setting our energetic intentions. I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and I feel loved, supported, nurtured, and now let's create a nice big deep breath in and out. And breathe them in one more time. You're breathing in these energetic intentions and breathing out. you're creating a sacred space for them to live, to breathe. And now let's come up to our 7th chakra, to our more divine and spiritual self. And just like little light sockets, feel yourself plugging in to yourself, to the divine, to your loved ones, to the world. And say to yourself, I am connected. I am connected. And now that we are creating a space for ourselves, this is the time to connect to the sacredness in your own life. What areas of your life do you need to walk with a sense of sacredness? How does it feel when you open to the sacredness of your own life? Now it is time to ask for divine guidance to help you in this area, whether it is externally finding the time for this space within yourself, that quiet part of your soul that needs room to delve deeper, to hold sacred what we cherish most. Whether it is on the outside or the inside, creating this space allows us to hold sacred these beautiful things and people and experiences and places that we hold sacred. Opening up that space, that sacred space, the one that is connected to heart and spirit, the one that unites all of humanity. Take a nice, big, deep breath. Put your hand on your heart and let's think and feel 3 things that you are grateful for, that you hold sacred in your heart. And now let's send some love to somebody who may need it, including yourself. And let's bring down a beautiful golden sun of light coming down through the heavens, down through that crown chakra into your sixth, igniting that sense of intuition and knowingness, coming down through your fifth chakra, allowing your true expression and authentic self to be expressed. As it moves down into your heart space, that sacred space within your heart that connects you to all things, including yourself. As it keeps moving down into your third chakra and your solar plexus, allow the ebb and flow and that space to be able to hold what's sacred in your own life. As that golden light keeps coming down through your second chakra, the I create energy, you are creating your sacred space in the here and now. As it keeps moving down into your first chakra, the base of the spine, the root, the foundation of life, love of self, love of self. As that energy keeps moving down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility, down through your calves, into your feet, wiggle your toes, say hello to your fun fairies. As that energy keeps moving down into Mother Earth, say to yourself, I am grounded, I am centered. My life is living in the sacred. All is well, life is good, and everything is moving forward exactly as it should be. Take a nice big deep breath, release, stretch it out, and open your eyes. Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme. All right, everybody, let's talk about something that is really, truly transformative. It's called creating a sacred space. Now, when you hear the word sacred, what happens is you might be thinking of a quiet space like a temple or a serene beach or a candlelit room. But here's the truth about a sacred space. It isn't just a physical spot. It's a feeling, an intention. It's a connection both within yourself and with the world around you. So what is a sacred space? It's where your soul can breathe. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Your soul is thanking you in this very moment. This is where you can truly and fully be present. It allows you to be yourself, to tap into peace, clarity, meaning. And while, we can create beautiful external spaces, guess what? The most important sacred space starts within. What is your energy? saying about what you're creating? Are you holding it in the energy of cherishing your experiences, the people, the places around you? So, why is this important? Why do we have to do this? I remember a client of mine saying, "Hey, Nina, I want to get into my job. I want to get in and get out. Doesn't matter what anything else is going. I don't need the drama. I don't need any, teamwork. I just want to do my job." The problem with that is that our energy is closed down. And when our energy is closed down, we are not fully experiencing life. And some of us may be carrying around a lot of chaos inside. There could be self-doubt, negativity, stress, and no external space will ever feel truly sacred when we have a chaos inside of ourselves, when we're beating ourselves up. And I know you guys have heard this before, but the energy we cultivate internally determines how we experience the outside world. So I can be doing something very mundane and actually feel really good inside and feel love and cherish, feeling those cherished moments. Or I could, quote, be doing something that should be fun, and yet it feels excruciating, or I feel horrible inside. So our insides are what allow us to feel what we want on the outside. So here are a couple of tips I want you to think about. One internally and the one externally, because I think they go hand in hand, and it's kind of like the chicken and the egg. I can create a beautiful space around me and then be able to get into that space because, oh my gosh, my space feels so calm and it feels sacred to me. So it allows me to move into that space. Or I can create that internal space and that sacredness within me, and then my world starts to change, if not physically, the way I perceive it. So, number one, I want you to honor this inner sacred space. And here's the thing, you wouldn't be listening to something like this unless you're ready to do so. And you might already be doing it. So, some of the things you're going to say to yourself is, what do I need to do or feel in order to be grounded, to walk through the world in a sense of grounded energy? Here's a great question. Ask yourself this question right now. What's taking up your emotional or mental space that needs to be released? Wow, that's a good one. We hold so much that we're carrying around with. What do you need to let go of mentally and or emotionally so that you can start to create more space? Because here's the thing, you got to give yourself permission to pause, to create rituals that connect you to that inner peace. It might be journaling, it might be meditating, or it just might mean sitting in silence for 5 minutes and just breathing. Might be just an intention. And the second tip I want to give you is how you can curate your own external sacred space. So I want you to look around your room, look around your house. Does your environment reflect peace, clarity, and love? Or is it filled with papers? Is it filled with junk? Is it filled with things that doesn't even give you that joy? What's the lady on Netflix, the one that tidies up everything? And she says, if it doesn't spark joy, it's got to go. So maybe that's what you need to think about, is removing what drains you. Physical clutter, distractions. What's distracting you? How about toxic energy? Are you eluding toxic energy, or the people around you toxic? This is something to think about because it interferes with our sacredness, especially for empaths. So add elements that bring you joy. It could be as simple as a candle, soft lighting. When I put on music and I light my candles and it's just the room is feeling and it's been cleaned. I mean, that's just such a beautiful feeling. I can move into that sacred space very easily. So think about how you want to create your external space so that it can be easier for you to move into that quiet calm. And here's the magic. When your internal world feels sacred, it spills into the external. And when you create a sacred external space, it reinforces the calm, the connection you've cultivated inside. They go hand in hand. It's a beautiful cycle of intention and harmony. So today, I'm going to leave you with this, okay? I want you to really think about this topic of sacred space, okay? I want you to really kind of breathe that in. What does sacred space mean to you? And how can you honor it in your life? You don't have to do a big turnaround. Oh my God, my life is so chaotic. Start small. Start with something that is easy. It might be a moment of stillness, might be a corner of your home, or just a deep breath. Make it sacred. Allow there to be a space for the sacred. And I want you to remember this. The most sacred place you can ever create is the one where your soul feels good and free just to be. Can you already feel it? Giving yourself that sacred space to not only be, but to feel free. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of LifeBites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.